You know, this is very weird and awkward. I hate doing videos at nighttime, but I feel a little unsafe in this neighborhood I live in because there's a car sitting out here by the mailbox with no lights on. I didn't see anybody get out. I didn't see anybody leave or get picked up by another car, and they're just sitting there in their car. I don't know who they is, but it's really weirding me out that they're just sitting there staring at me. And they're not making conversation, they're not on the phone, they're not talking to anybody. And if they are, they shouldn't be talking about me. Do they even live here? What are they doing sitting there? Because you can't park your car there even if it broke down. I don't see no vehicle coming to tow it or any emergency vehicles, so they didn't have a heart attack or nothing. So this is very suspicious. I figured on documenting this, so in case if something bad happens, at least you can know maybe I should walk over there and see what the problem is. Sounds like I hear the engine running. It seems kind of very awkward. Anybody else notice it? I also see neighbors that drive around in their fancy cars that don't even live here, that do double roundabouts in the driveway, taking a look at my conversation and always looking at me like, well, what's going on? If you're curious to what I got to say and talk about, then stop over and say hello. It's a simple hello. If you don't like me, I don't have a problem with that. 90% of most people don't anyway. But it's just, again, very awkward and suspicious that people are stopping and all kinds of craziness. And like you wouldn't notice the car that come by, the same car, driving around and does a turn around in the park and then turns around and then comes back around and turns around in front of their home where their family's at or friends are at, and then they leave. Like, what's going on? People whispering the wrong information to each other. Because I'm not associated with these people, so I ain't got no beef with anybody. So I'm going to document this down to let it get put out there that I don't have beef with anybody right now. I don't have nothing and no problems. They're not friends of mine. They're not associates. They're not people I ever met on the streets or anywhere. They don't even live here, so I don't know what they're doing, but they're going to be seen doing it from everybody else anyway, except nobody around here ever says anything, to my knowledge. I'm never afraid to stick up for myself. If I feel uncomfortable, then I'm just going to walk away, but here I am in my own home. I can't walk away. You're forcing a person to have more bad luck than what you already have. You ain't any better than all those other bad people that tried to get rid of me and get me in trouble. Smoking another cigarette on my break. Taking a video of myself. It must be nice. You look at them all thinking I'm videotaping them. See, you're not going by the words I said. Nobody ever does anything. See the crap that people have to put up with on a daily basis? None of us out here are getting any healing. But you want all of us innocent people to go seek therapy. I looked up schizophrenia, and one of the symptoms says that people off of that disability disconclude themselves from society. Well, that doesn't happen in my case. Because all these people I put out there to people that I want to make new friends and put myself out there to the public. I want to socialize and be a citizen and find out and help people with problems and just be a regular person. I don't care about all these titles and everything. But then, they're the one disconcluding me from their lives. So how's that causing happiness? And how's that causing leadership? And you can't blame the president for things that he's not even doing. People aren't following the rules of the road. They're not doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm sick and tired of listening to people 24/7, 365, always pointing out where I'm doing wrong decisions. But then all of a sudden they spend the whole year saying that. Then all of a sudden they hear me with a 5-minute conversation and they flip out and be all sad and crying because they didn't want to feel that way and they didn't want to do that stuff. And they did it by accident. Well, no, that wasn't. They did it on purpose. They want to sit back and act like they're perfect angels because that's what they tell each other and tell each other's friends how much they don't care and give a crap. But then when they meet somebody who actually tries to be positive and already's done it all of his lifetime, that they haven't even practiced doing it one time, You know, they spent their whole lives doing God knows what. How do I know? Just like what the real answer is with me. People don't know what's going on in my scenario. Does it look like I'm having parties every other night? Does it look like I'm holding radio shows and TV shows in here that people can come and visit and be all nosy at what's going on in my private property? Well, you want to know what my family's going through? You want to know how we're dying and suffering just like everybody else is? Is that what you want to hear? You want to hear another sad story that doesn't make any sense, that never ever changes because the people don't give a crap? Is that what you want to hear? Is that what makes you feel better in the world, of mistreating people? Does that make you feel like a bigger man or a bigger woman? Is that what you love to hear about from people making these channels and sacrificing our lives to just get better businesses? We don't even care anymore about popularity. We just want to expand. You know, I want to have my own crib. I want to work harder just like all these other people that were ahead of us already lived their lifestyles. You know, there's dozens of reasons why you don't have to make bad decisions out here. You can't just blame everybody and throw everybody under the bus just because they think it's the right decision when it's not. You got to come forward with your mistakes in the planet and admit where you go wrong. Because I've already admitted that I don't judge people and I'm too friendly, apparently. But when I start sticking up for myself like I always have, 24/7, suddenly people got nothing to say no more. They found out they're calling all their friends and telling their friends, oh, we had the wrong information. We got the wrong person. We got the wrong nicknames. We didn't even get his nicknames right. We didn't even get anything. We don't remember what we did wrong. And he didn't even use any magic to do any of this stuff. What's going on in the world? We're all going crazy and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's a little too late now. The damage is already done. All the deeds in this whole block. Nobody wants to be friends with each other because everybody's so negative in the world. And then you wonder why nobody wants to be friends with each other anymore. Nobody wants to take each other out to drinks. Nobody wants to go play pool at the bars because there's too many fights at the bars. Taking people are tired of running into people just sitting around flirting all day. Nobody even makes conversation. Nobody has a 5-minute conversation with each other. I went to the gym a couple weeks ago and nobody making conversation with each other. Everybody exercising. Nobody talking. Nobody giving each other compliments. Nobody helping each other if they fall short on the weights or exercising, don't know how to use the machine. You know, if there are new people there, not everybody's going to know how to use the machines. You know, where the showers are, where the lockers are. Nobody tells anybody anything. You had to come in with somebody, and then if you're with your people or friends, then everybody doesn't want to say nothing. But yet everybody's on their internet talking by themselves about every other person in the book and this, that, and he, she, and all kinds of corny crap. Come on, man. This stuff's getting old. Why do you always want to put this stuff on the damn internet, man? I hate this crap. Is anybody else feeling like me, raising their hand in the class and saying, can we move on to other subjects? Can we talk about whales and sharks and football games or basketball games or, you know, what we learned in school? Because I'd really like to reach out and get there, but I'm so burnt out of memories. All I find is running into all this bad stuff all the time. It seems like that's the only thing worth talking about. I don't know what love is. Maybe if I wasn't left so abandoned all the time, I wouldn't have bad thoughts. I wouldn't have sad thoughts, you know? I'm only human. What, you think I'm immortal or some crap? Nobody makes any sense anymore. Everybody's got problems. Yeah, it's getting kind of old when everybody's got problems. But everybody deserves somebody to make conversation with. Just because we don't know who our true friends are or who we can have in relationships doesn't mean we're not trying. Just because all of us don't have jobs out here doesn't mean we're not trying. You're not with us 24/7. We get sick and tired of everywhere we go trying to prove ourselves to a world that 24/7 they tell each other they don't give a crap about each other. So why should we prove ourselves to everybody? You basically just admitted you don't care about nobody. So why do we got to prove ourselves? You just caught yourself in contradictions. And now you want to come to me and be like, oh, I'm sorry. Or sit there and say you're not sorry when you really should be sorry. Yeah, I thought so. I thought everybody was listening and caring.